Hi there crafters, it's Louise with you today on behalf of Mystical Scrapbooks, and over on the blog this month we are sharing all our tips and tricks relating to chipboard. Now I'm not sure if you know, but you can actually add foil to chipboard. So for this particular layout and little technique share, I wanted to show you how I actually foil my chipboards. So first thing I do is use my cutter and just remove the parts of the chipboard that I'm not going to use, and then I'm using the Decofoil adhesive that you can use to stick your foil. So in this case I'm going to use it with a paintbrush. Now you want to add quite a thick coat. This just helps the foil stick that little bit better. So I'm using a combination of my spatula and my paintbrush. So I don't want to put my paintbrush directly into the Decofoil gel because it might contaminate it. And then what I want to do is actually add quite a thick layer. So the more adhesion you get, the more likely it is that your chipboard is, that your foil is going to stick to your chipboard. So in this case, I'm just adding quite a thick layer of that gel. I'm going to let it dry. Now, even when it dries, it will still be a little bit tacky to the touch. That's normal. So even if you think it's not dry completely, that's okay. You can still adhere the foil. So once I'm satisfied that I have a thick enough layer to get my foil to stick, I like to let mine dry naturally. I don't know whether you can use a heat gun. It honestly doesn't take very long to dry. Normally by the time I go and clean up the mess that I've made, including my paintbrush and my spatula, and wash my hands, I come back and it's pretty much ready to go. So once it's all dry, I choose my foil. Now this is the heat or non-heat Decofoil gel, so you don't actually need to put it through a machine or use a heat gun or anything like that. So I'm just going to use simple pressure to apply my foil. Now I've chosen this sort of rainbow kind of foil because I just think it's pretty and I wanted to have a bit of a play with it. So all I'm going to do is cut a piece of the foil to the size that I want. Now, when I'm applying foil, I will leave part of it stuck to the background and lift it up and just make sure that it's completely adhered before I peel the whole thing off, because it's really hard to get it back in the right position if you start to peel the whole thing off before you've actually covered everything. So, using the hard end of my little rubber spatula, all I'm going to do is apply pressure all over the chipboard, and I'm going to rub that foil directly against the gel. So this is a really simple technique. Add a little bit of the gel, put some pressure on it, rub that foil in, and then you have foiled your chipboard. You can, if you have a foiling machine, generally you can put them through the machine if the chipboard's not too thick, but I really enjoy the no heat gel because it means that you don't have to use a heat gun. You can just apply and you get this beautiful shimmery chipboard at the end. So that's my foiling technique, and then I've gone ahead and turned it into a layout using some delicious Cocoa Vanilla Studio goodies which are available in the Mystical Scrapbooks store. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and please, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe.